Yeah, we live, yeah, we live, yeah, we bring that fire. Horseshoe Mob Podcast, taking it higher. Every Tuesday night, yeah, you know the time. 9:30 Eastern, we in our prime. Talking Colts, talking life, yeah, we set the tone. If you rockin' with the mob, then you not alone. Step in the booth, yeah, the energy loud. Horseshoe Mob, we be reppin' for the crowd. From the field to the mic, yeah, we break it all down. Blue blood running, got the city on sound. We don't just talk, man, we bring that heat. Hot takes hitting like a 2-minute drill on repeat. Every topic, every angle, yeah, we keep it real. If it's Coach talk, then you know the deal. Tuesday nights, yeah, we lock it in. 9:30 sharp, let the show begin. From the fans to the squad, yeah, we build that bond. Hit the live chat heavy, yeah, we going strong. Yeah, we live, yeah, we live, yeah, we live, yeah, we live, yeah, we bring that fire. Horseshoe Mob Podcast, taking it higher. Every Tuesday night, yeah, you know the time. 9:30 Eastern, we in our prime. Talking Colts, talking life, yeah, we set the tone. If you rockin' with the mob, then you not alone. I'm the underdog spirit, but we moving elite. From the trenches to the spotlight, now we can't be beat. Game changers on the mic, yeah, we calling the plays. Turn a regular combo to a viral wave. It's more than a pie, yeah, it's family ties. Real talk only, we don't deal in disguise. From Shreveport roots to the worldwide screen. Horseshoe Mob moving like a well-oiled team. So tap in, don't miss when we go live. Every Tuesday night, man, you feel that vibe. Hit subscribe, join the movement, don't wait. Cause the mob stay hot, yeah, we set the pace.
What's good, Colts fans? Welcome back to a new episode of the Horseshoe Mob Podcast, guys. Hey, welcome back, guys. It's been a little bit of a week where we've been waiting for the news, waiting for this reveal of this jersey, guys. And we are here today to show you guys the new jersey that came out today. It was made by Nike, but also by Horseshoe Mob. That's me and Austin inside joke. And once you see the jersey, you'll see that why we mentioned the inside joke. But before we get into the episode, guys, let me go ahead and introduce the co-host of the Horseshoe Mob Podcast, and that is Austin Cook. What's good, man?
What's up? I'm Austin.
And then I'm the host, Josh Sr. So, yeah, it's been over a week. We had to recap. We saw a game. Well, was it a game? I mean, because I wasn't worried about the score, but if I did have to worry about the score, it didn't look pretty against the Falcons. I think the score was 34-6, and nothing went right for the Indianapolis Colts other than maybe possibly field goals. That was it. So, but we don't care about the score, guys, on this podcast. But before we get into the show, guys, let's talk about why we're here, guys, and it is our sponsorship, and it is by fanbattlesports.com, where you can download us on Substack. You can see all the previous episodes. You can see even also you can see articles that's written on the channel, the network. So you can go ahead and get all that, and then again you're gonna be seeing some merchandise on the network where you can support the Horseshoe brand. We appreciate the support, but also what I just saw that I didn't like is that we are down on Facebook yet again, which tells me something that is an issue with on our end that we got to get with Facebook. But guys that are tuning in on YouTube, guys that are tuning in on X, we appreciate the support. YouTube, like, subscribe, share, comment, give us a follow if you're on the other networks, social medias as well. So thank you for that support. But Austin, we have something that we want to show everybody, and that is the Colts Rivalry jersey. Now, how excited are you with these? They're called Anvil Strike jerseys. How are you excited for the jersey before I show everyone the jersey that we saw earlier this morning?
Yeah, I mean, Colts fans know we've had pretty much the same jerseys. Besides last year, we got the Indiana Night jerseys, but we've had pretty much the same jerseys for as long as I can remember.
Yes.
So when we got announced that we were going to be the next rival batch, all Colts fans, I think, were excited for something new, something different. And then when they came out, me personally, I love them. I think they look great. They're yeah, I just think they're super clean. They look good, and I'm excited to see them in action.
And like you said, we did have the color rush jerseys years and years ago. Then we had the NI Knights jersey that we only wore at nighttime maybe once. I think last year against the Niners, we got our butt kicked. But yeah, we was anxious to see another jersey, and we had to wait until this year where it was the AFC South, and I think it was the NFC North that got
Yeah,
jerseys, got no jerseys, rival jerseys. So I like what we saw on our jerseys. I like the other opponents like the Jags. I don't like the Jags. Their pants kind of sassy, but the Texans jerseys are nice. And I mean, as always, the Titans are always killing it in the jerseys because they can't win on the field, so they got to do it in the jersey. So I'm okay with that. But guys, let's go ahead and look. I got a video, guys. Let's go ahead and look at the jerseys that we saw this morning. So for the guys and gals that haven't seen it earlier, I got a video for you guys so you can watch it.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. This is fire. Okay, we got new helmets too.
Ooh, man, the helmet was nice.
With the blue
I like
stripes,
the
bro.
helmet.
Oh yeah.
That
The
blue
gray, it's
kit-
tough. Ain't no, that's
blue
hard.
helmet.
That's tough.
Yeah,
With
I love the
black
helmets.
face mask.
That gray on there, nice.
A little slimmer, so
I think the outline around the jersey
The
numbers, I
helmet's
didn't.
crazy.
I wasn't
Yeah,
feeling
this
that,
is
but
it.
it's growing on me.
This is it.
Now, we gotta wear it more than one time. I'm keeping this.
I like the stripes on the
That's
shoulders.
impressive.
It's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That too.
And then the thing is it a gray or silver horseshoe on the
Dang.
side, on the
I
sleeves?
gotta make sure I got my cleats for this one. This the one.
yeah. Apparently,
This the
it's
one
like
for
the
sure.
first jersey.
I'm look good
It
with
has
that. I
actual
can just see
horseshoe
that
on
9-0 on there.
Yes,
I can
yes.
I can vision myself in there.
Look good, play good, baby.
Man, that's
Good.
nice.
That's
Man,
good.
I like them. I like them a lot. You did your thing with this one, Nike.
Never not jersey swapping this.
Yeah,
This
shout out
going
to
in-
Nike
this
for
going
doing
in the
this
case,
one.
for
This
sure.
was,
Big game.
I was anxious to see this video,
Excellent.
and so I
Excellent.
saw a little bit
Cherry
of
on
it, but
top.
I was like, I'll save it for tonight, where we can talk about it. And there you have it, guys. That is our Anvil Strike jersey, sponsored by Nike, and collab with the ownership and also the Horseshoe Mob. If you can see our logo in the back of our pictures, it kind of look like they got that theme from us, and I think that we should earn a check from that. So what you think about that? I mean, you take about $1 million. How much?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they owe us. Obviously, they saw our show and they're like, "We like this. Let's just copy them."
Yeah, they just stole our work. They just took all the color scheme from our logo and said, "Hey, we're gonna make the Anvil Strike jersey exactly like their logo." And so, hey, they're paying how much to us? I appreciate that. I take my check. I mean, you can put it in the mail. You can do it direct deposit. Just holler at me, Nike, or Indiana. I mean, whoever, or both. I don't care. But yeah, that's the live reaction of the jersey. I love them. I can wait to get them, and they are on sale September 1st. For those that didn't know, September 1st they will be on sale. I think on Nike, right? Yeah, on Nike. So you can get it on Nike to buy the jersey. I'm going to get mine. I had a couple options I was going to go with for who I get. I said Tyler Warren, but Sauce Gardner won the jersey. I got to get a Sauce. That one number one look hard, and I got to get that one, man. I don't know. I know you said you had some couple options as well. I got to go with
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner, man.
I'm not 100% sure yet. I like the idea of Tyler Warren because, like I said, he's year two, looks like a guy we're gonna keep for a long time.
Mhm.
But another guy, I'm excited to see, Justin Wally. I don't know if his jersey's
Yes.
gonna be available, but I just think that could be a fun one to get.
That's my only problem of getting like the jersey options that they don't have. The full 53-man roster jersey. They
Yeah,
may have top 10 players, or may have top 5. Obviously going to have JT, which I have 2 JT already. So I was like, I don't want another one. But that 28 looked nice too, though. It will look nice because I didn't see one on there. But I mean, Daniel Jones looked nice. I was like, Man, Ella Pearson's nice. I mean, it was so many options, man. I was like, man, you know what? It came down to Sauce Gardner because I guess he got the swag, and I just like the number one anyway.
Yeah. I
So
mean, Cam Bynum,
yes,
zero,
and,
zero jersey.
and you know why? That's so hard because it took until him signing with the Colts to get zero. We haven't had a zero ever in Colts history.
Yeah.
So him signing with us last year and wearing the number zero, that was something different. So yeah, that zero is hard. I might be getting that one. Not also, but I don't know. I might have to change. But guys, enough of the jersey. Again, I'm happy for that. I'll go ahead and give a cheers to the jersey because, like Austin say, it's been a long time. So let's get into this preseason where some disappointment on the field and some pluses on the field from different players. Judging off the game we watched on this past Saturday, what was your take on the game? Not the score, but just players in general, from rookies, players that are trying to earn a spot. What do you see on the field from those players?
Yeah. First first things first, I think our offensive line depth is bad.
Yes.
We don't have a backup center.
Mm.
Apparently Farmer's hurt. And outside of him, I don't know if we have a really solid backup lineman. Dalton Tucker, I think, is good, just not as a backup center. Just that needs to stop. Let's not try that anymore. And then another bad thing, edge rusher. JTT has looked really, really bad in our two preseason games.
Hmm.
Um, so that's not a good look for him. I think he's getting passed up by even Gums. Honestly, Gums looked really good, and Caden Curry another solid game.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, we need some depth in the offensive line because if any of our starters go out, it might be bad.
And that's where we hung our hats on. It's the offensive line depth. We definitely got it. I know we lost Braden Smith to the Texans. I mean, to the Titans. Oh, you're right, Texans. I'm sorry, to the Texans. We did lose him. He was a mainstay in the offensive line. He ended up leaving. He was going to retire a couple of years ago. And then we got Jordan Travis at that spot, even though he didn't play. Like you said, with the center position, we lost Danny Pinter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he ended up getting hurt with the Ravens. And so we never did add more depth to the offensive line, which we desperately need. And like you said, with JTT, who they drafted last year, there were some high hopes for him as well. And like you said, you got guys like George Gums Jr., who was supposed to be maybe a project defensive end, passing up and playing well. Caden Curry, another guy that from Ohio State is playing well. Also, he continues to impress in these two preseason games. So he's looking for a spot as well. With JTT, I'm not sure what is going on right now. I'm not sure if his techniques or he don't have a number of moves that he can go to. But there's a level of concern on his part, being that he was drafted second round a year ago. So to have him not perform like he should, that is something to worry about. Any other positive that you see? Well, we can do positive and negatives. Any other from you see?
Our linebackers, CJ Allen, Bryce Betcher, Jalen Carlisle's,
Mm-hmm.
all three of them really good. I think our linebacker room is better than a lot of people thought going into the year.
Who is
Um,
58? JK?
yeah, Austin and JK also
Yes.
solid depth. Like
Mm,
he's gonna play. He's making them play him,
yes.
and I love it. I love all the linebackers. I think it's gonna be a steady rotation, and it's gonna be good. Makai Blackman, another bad showing. Uh, I don't know what happened. I think he had good games last season during the regular season, but he's struggling against twos and threes in the preseason right now, and it doesn't make sense. Jalen Jones, I think, is playing pretty solid. I think he's getting on Lou's good side, and I think he might be a guy that we end up keeping instead of getting rid of, like we talked about before.
When you mentioned a guy like being getting rid of or cutting, It's not a question, but with Mekhi Blackman having 2 consecutive bad games, that is helping Jalen Jones because, like you say, he could be a guy that could be a camp cut, as whenever they break down, start doing their roster cuts
Yeah.
after next week, or maybe start before next week and after next week, after this game Saturday against the Lions. So, I mean, that's something to look at. Jalen Jones, a seven round pick. I didn't have a lot of high hopes. His first year, rookie year, played well. Second year, not so well. Took a nosedive, and then it's like he's regaining what we saw from year one in his rookie season. And like I said, all linebackers are impressive. I know this was C.J. Allen's first go around. Looked nice. I think he had like 4 tackles. Bryce shot through the gap on it and got a tackle.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah,
Like,
he looked good. Yeah,
people are thinking like he's not gonna get to play. He's gonna play.
yeah,
He's gonna play.
yes. And Jalen, again,
Yeah.
we didn't sell out
He's
last year. He was injured.
yeah.
Yes.
He's looking solid, especially in the pass game, which we
Mhm.
need.
Yes.
But yeah. And he looks fast too.
Yes, a lot of yeah, I seen a lot. He's still on tape as well. I saw 57 a lot. I think him and Bryce had like 6 tackles each. No, him and J.K. had like about 6 tackles each. But the question mark, like you said, is offensive line. I was very unimpressed with the line. Uh, to see both quarterbacks. Riley, it looks well. He looked bad. We'll talk about that as well. Riley looked pretty bad. Couldn't get anything going as well. But the line didn't hold up enough for him to get going. Also, when AR came in the second half, he was getting pressure, getting sacked. Couldn't get to do the things he do, which is escaping out of the backfield and making extended plays with his leg. He wasn't able to do that because he didn't have much time once to hike the ball. So that was a concern with the offensive line depth. D line depth, it's decent. Like I said, it just seeing JTT not be able to showcase his talents against ones and not ones, twos and threes on the offensive line of the Falcons, where we had. I mean, we agree that we kind of maybe won the joint practice against Falcons.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah. I mean, the practices was easily we ran the practices, and
Mhm.
then got to the game time and we did nothing.
Nothing like the joint practice. Because the highlights I saw, the videos, the clips I saw, is that Tua had a rough time on 2 clips I saw. He had and they said they was having another rough day against us. So it seemed like they took that joint practice and then got it to a live game on Saturday and clean that up, make some adjustments and clean that up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, with us, we didn't.
Yeah, but the good thing is the practices were mainly like first team versus first team, and the
Yeah.
game was backups versus backups. So I mean, maybe the Falcons' backups are better than our backups, but our starters are better. So we just got to stay healthy.
Yes.
That's the key.
Yes. And possibly we know Chris Ballard loves to shop at the flea market. So there are going to be some cut guys across the league. And
Yeah,
possibly he might get some guys on the offensive line, maybe
hopefully.
defensive line. Yeah, hopefully to go, to help. Because like I said, we don't need any injuries. Another concern is this quarterback two battle that I'm concerned about. Both quarterbacks were struggled. They both struggled. They struggled in the first game, and they struggled badly in the second game. They only got 6 points for the entire game, which means there's an issue somewhere. I don't understand. Everyone knows AR struggle and his downfall, but Riley Leonard, we don't understand what happened to him and his downfall because the games that we saw last year, it was like, oh, this guy he got an arm, he got a cannon, and maybe that he can take over that quarterback two spot, or even if Daniel Jones is hurt and he can't play, he can play week 1 against the Ravens, but not right now. I don't think I want him in any starting position. And then AR looks like he could be the quarterback too because he looks more impressive in the first game than just playing against playing with the offensive line is probably a third string. No, I don't want to. I don't want to use that as a deciding factor for him to be quarterback two. That he shouldn't be quarterback two. But what are your take on those two quarterbacks and how they perform?
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned offensive line was bad. but it was bad for both guys. Um, Penalties hurt us. We would
Hmm.
get positive plays and then just brought right back. So that also hurt us. But Riley just never looked comfortable. He didn't look comfortable last week. He didn't look comfortable this week. I don't know what happened. I was never completely sold on him being QB2, as we've mentioned. I still would much rather have AR QB2 than Riley. And I still stick with that. Uh, AR was able to make more plays um, than him, even with the pressure, even with the bad O line. He was able to make things happen. Like even if it is mainly with his legs, but his footwork looks better than it has in the past, and I think he's a little more accurate than he has been. The receivers, we saw two really bad drops whenever AR was throwing the ball, and to guys that obviously aren't going to make the roster.
Right.
Um, but still, it sucks to see because he's been working, and you can tell. Like I feel like he's a little more accurate than he has been in the past. So I think that's why AR is going to get to start with the starters in the first quarter, and Riley's going to get the second quarter, and then Easton's sick in the second half.
Oh yeah, for the Detroit Lions game, our last preseason game this Saturday.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, and maybe that's the final performance where we can decide whether who's going to be the quarterback too. We know Easton Stick is not going to be part of that battle, but I'm excited to see how he plays in this last game as well. Another um, positive spot again, Deion Burks, and not a whole lot. He did well.
yeah,
Uh, this running back, man, this Anderson Castle guy. I still don't know who this guy is, but I wouldn't want him to be on another team because he's playing pretty well.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, yeah.
you got something to say on that one on him?
Well, we only had Seth McGowan and Anderson Castle, and I feel like both of them played really well. And like you
Hmm.
mentioned, Dion Burks, I forgot to mention him earlier. He looked really good too, and he's fighting for that last wide receiver spot.
Hmm.
And also, he could play kick returner. Like he's fast enough to get that spot.
He had a lot
So
of yardage. He had a lot of yards. I think he had about 100 and something yards in kickoff. I think. Yeah, in kickoff. So yeah, he did pretty well in that. Because I think Anthony Gould is kind of injured. So
yeah, he might be a cut candidate too.
if Dion doing what he's doing, yeah. And I think I said that. I can't remember if I said it, but I think that having Dion who can play in the special teams would be very vital for us in our special team. That's very needed because I think Anthony didn't do a whole lot well for me, personally for me. But I know that Dion is very shifty, as well as fast as well when we need, and also in special teams and also in the offense.
Yeah,
Another plus and minus, a positive and negative, is the kicking battle. Schrader won it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to go out on a limb. Schrader won it. Guy kicked 2 48-plus field goals on Saturday, which is the only points he scored. But he kicked the 48, and then I think he kicked the 51-yarder. And then, Blake missed a 36-yarder. So that's going to be the deciding factor probably there. Maybe they got one more shot at it against the Lions on Saturday. But right now, for me, I think Schrader has the lead in that position, and I don't think he plans on losing it. What do you take about
yeah.
those two kickers?
I think going into the game, it was groupies to lose. Just because practice, he's barely missed. He had that 160 yarder in the first game that he missed. But I think, game time is more important than practice. And Schrader's perfect in the games while Groupie's not been.
Hmm.
Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I would agree. As of right now, it shifted. It was Groupies to lose. Now it's Schrader's to lose. Like I guess this last game will be real, like the last test. But as of right now, I agree with you. Schrader won it. Like game time matters.
And yes, and we got one more shot at it. Like you said, right now it's Schrader's job to lose. But another thing I want to shift to is why didn't, and maybe they play on Sunday, maybe play on Saturday, but why didn't Keenan Allen get at least a one series in, which regardless of if it was with AR or maybe with um, not Spencer Riley Leonard, just have one series. I mean, he could have got 2 targets or 3 targets just to have to be in football shape. He can. It's okay to have an off-season workout on a different site, but he just now signed up with the team with us. Second week until a couple weeks into our training camp, why he didn't get any play or any reps. I don't know. He's 34 years old, but I think he should have gotten something in order to get some type of feel of the offense because Dan Jones not going to be in any of the games.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue he should have got a little bit, but he just signed with us, so I'm
Hmm.
not like. And like you said, he's 34. He knows the offense just because he knows Shane Steichen. Um, I'm not mad that he didn't play at all, and we're playing starters. They just said no Daniel Jones and no JT, so that should mean Keenan Allen's going to play a little bit on Saturday against the Lions. So hopefully we'll get to see a little bit there. That way we just see him on the field, and that way he knows a little bit more when it comes time to actually play the actual games.
Yes, yes. Hopefully, I just want to see him play, not him play and just kind of get in football shape before the real test, which is in maybe in a couple weeks. We almost here. I
Yeah.
don't know. So I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do this Saturday if he get in. Maybe they say he you don't need it because he, like you said, played so many years in that scheme that he knows the offense. So he don't really need, but you still need chemistry with your quarterback. And Dan Jones won't be playing, but you still need chemistry somewhere. So I don't know if they're gonna have somewhere before the season starts where they're gonna be kind of have some catch and throws amongst each other just to get the feel, get the chemistry down because that's a different quarterback from Justin Herbert or who he had back then, just Phillip Rivers. Or those are two different guys that he had. So um, another thing that I want to mention too is I don't understand what I mean. We haven't seen Sauce. We haven't seen JT. We know JT gonna do. I did see the video with Pivot, so it was kind of interesting to watch that video clip. So you guys, if you haven't seen it, take a look at the Pivot. And JT has some nice things to say about. You watched it. You watched it.
I don't know if I did or not.
He had he sat down with Ryan Clark and they were just talking about the contract how he it's different from his second contract until now where he didn't do all the stuff that he did last contract negotiation where he was down on himself, made things difficult for us the negotiation to be on par with each other, both his team and the team organization can agree on a contract. But this time around, he let agent do everything while he practiced on the field. Just you see a different JT in year 7 versus year 4, year 5 when he uh, was kind of did like a soft holdout. So uh, it showed that he paid homage to where he's from, New Jersey, and he said all the real football is in New Jersey instead of the SEC. We're like, wait a minute, the South got we got some athletes down here, but he kind of paid homage to us as well to that, saying that we got some athletes, but some great players come out of New Jersey too. So um, another thing I want to talk about was um, I think you mentioned already as far as the guys they're gonna take. I don't know. It said AR will start right. He will get the first quarter. Riley
Yeah.
gets second quarter. And I think Easton Stick will get the whole second half.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna play 4 quarterbacks. So we'll just be on the watch out for that. Look out for that. But also, got great news today. You haven't mentioned that is Alec Pierce, guys. Alec Pierce, guys. He will be. I don't know if he practiced today, but he will be practicing this week along with Tre'Davious Ward. I'm excited to see both those guys back, but mainly Alec Pierce. How are you excited to have Alec Pierce, but also Tre'Davious Ward back?
Yeah, it's nice to get your guys back. Ward practiced today.
You did okay.
Just hope he can stay healthy and be ready for the season. But we both said Alec Pierce is going to be fine by week 1,
Mm-hmm.
and this is just proven that he's coming back this week, and he'll be ready by week 1. Obviously exciting to, like I said, to get your guys back. Exciting to have our full wide receiver room here and healthy and ready to go week 1 against the Ravens.
I'm excited, because like you said, we said that Ken Allen signing was not a precautions of if Alec Pierce will play or not. It was just adding another guy in the fold of things because we lost, some receivers lost, Michael Pittman. Yeah, we traded him away to the Steelers, but we lost a veteran. Alec Pierce at that moment will probably be our veteran guy, or maybe Ashton Doolin. He's probably been there longer than Alec Pierce, but he don't play. So Alec Pierce would be the guy, the veteran receiving that in the receiving room. So
we got Laquan Treadwell.
Oh yeah, you're right. He is about the oldest guy. He probably 30. He might be 30, 31. But Latron Treadwell is probably the oldest guy and the veteran on the team. But he's on a practice squad. So, I mean, who would you go to next? And then you got to go with the guy that you overpay. Not overman. I didn't mean to say that. See, I talk.
Cut it.
I'm cutting it. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that. That was a blooper moment. The guy that you're paying significantly money to be the number 1 receiver on your team. He is not overpaid, guys. He is paid what he's supposed to be paid, and he's going to perform at the amount that he's paid at $30 million a year. He earned that contract. He's gonna make a name in this league. He already made it so far, but he's going to continue making that name in this league. And then also you got the 34-year-old, which we mentioned already this past 2 episodes, is that he's going to earn his money in the short intermediate routes, along with Josh Downs, who can go vertically as well. Also, Ashton Doolin, and then you got Deion Burks, who's gonna also work in the middle as well. He's fast as well. And then you have Tyler Warren. He can do a lot in the offense. He is your Swiss Army knife. He's gonna do everything in his offense, and you can't forget about 28 in the backfield, who's gonna do a lot in the passing game. As we talked about previous episodes, that he haven't done a lot in the passing game in the years, but we've seen this year that they're probably going to be including him in offense, passing offense as well, which is what we need to see from the guy that's making a lot of money as well, making $24, $25 million a year. So I'm happy to see Alec Pierce back, and I'm also happy to see Seven back as well. He's been dealing with a lot lately, and just keep getting these injuries. I'm sure that's probably tiresome, kind of just makes him feel like he just needs to step away. But he said he's not going to step away. He's going to continue playing. I'm excited to see him getting our defense at full health, getting everybody back, offense full health. Man, now it makes us feel a lot more better. We already felt better, but make us feel better for week 1 against a team that don't like us. We took a team from them and they got another team, but they still don't like us. But we don't like them too. So anything else you want to add to this episode, guys? Because, guys, we're going to get out of this episode. That's all we have for you guys was the recap of the Falcons. We had the reveal of the awesome jersey that we saw, guys, on this video, on this episode, where the color wave of that jersey, also with the pants, it was great. I got to find me some shoes, and I got to find me a hat to go with it. I'm not going to tell you guys my hat because I don't want you guys to steal my idea. It's only for me and Austin, okay? So we don't have any much to give you guys other than we just recap the Lions game from on Saturday, and then we'll talk about the final cuts from that game, who will stay, who's going to leave, and stuff like that on that nature. So, Austin, what else you have that we can include in the episode? If not, go ahead and tell people where they can find you, and we can get about it.
You can find me on X at CookieAustin2. Rest in peace to the Tennessee Queen, Dolly Parton.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, man.
No, you're good. She's great. She's a Tennessee legend. But she's in a better place now.
I saw that news and I was like, I wonder should we add that, just to pay homage, because she's a great country singer and she needs to be recognized everywhere because she's great. And like I said, Tennessee legend. So thank you for adding that to the show. Also, you can find me at I'm Josh Senior on a lot of social medias. Also, but you find my name, Josh Harris Senior, on Facebook. But on the show, Guys, you can find us on all platforms, including Twitter, X, Twitch, all the other ones from TikTok. You got Kick. Kick, yeah, but we'll probably be there with also with Threads, but we're not on those yet. But we thinking about those too. But YouTube, you can like, subscribe, comment, share on all the platforms. Also, tune in next week where we got another episode where we break down, just the Detroit Lions game. I'm not caring about a score, but I just want to see the improvements of the young guys and also guys that are fighting for spots. So tune in next week, guys, where we can break down that as well. But until then, guys, we're going to see y'all next week.